My name is Jeff Levine from Las Vegas, Nevada. My concussion happened in late 2020. So before the concussion, main thing about me was I was just very active, both physically and cognitively. I played a lot of board games, did a lot of activities that required like cognitive efforts, and was just like a pretty happy and person. I liked people. I liked talking to people. I liked meeting people. After the injury happened, that all changed. Especially my brain slowed down a lot. My ability to connect and communicate with other people was significantly impaired, and it was just a lot harder. I didn't feel like I was myself anymore. So I was doing some work at home, and I'm one of the few houses that has a basement in Las Vegas. So I was walking down the stairs, I turned around because I thought I heard a noise, and then I slipped and fell, and then as I slipped down the stairs, I hit my head like 3 or 4 times on the stairs as I was going down. So the first thing I noticed was brain fog. It was just my brain was a lot slower, and it was a lot harder to focus on stuff. For my job, I'm a lawyer, and just doing my normal work activities was a lot harder. And I found myself getting very frustrated at simple tasks that I just couldn't focus on. So I'm fortunate because I actually knew about CognitiveFX even before I hurt my head, because Dr. Fong was an expert on a case in Nevada. So I knew about her, and I knew that she's like, what they did here was cutting edge and like nowhere else in the world. So after I hurt my head, I gave it a couple months to see if it would go away on its own. Then I went and saw a neurologist, and he was basically like, your MRI looks fine, there's nothing I can do for you. And I was like, well, I know exactly where I'm going then. And that's when I came up here for the first time in 2021. This is my third time, because I did 2 booster days in 2022 also. So I was amazed at the improvement I had after the first session. Cognitively, and my ability to focus and just kind of live my life, it was, I would say I was like 85, 90% better. The only thing that was plaguing me was a little bit of dizziness kind of symptoms, but it was still all very manageable. So it was like a night and day difference. Well, it kind of happened after treatment, because it's pretty common that while you're here, you're pretty fatigued, and like you guys make us do a lot of stuff, and it's hard, and sometimes it can aggravate symptoms, but that just means that you're working the parts of your brain that need to be worked. For me, it happened when I got back in town after my first week up here, like a month or 2 later, and I realized I had gone a few days without really thinking about it. And that was like the first time since it happened where that was the case. And that's when I was like, oh, like it really did make a big change. I would say just do it, because obviously it's a bit pricey, but it's because there's so many different specialists here, and this is the only place in the whole world that I know of that takes a holistic approach to the brain. And that's really where the healing comes from, because it's not just your vision or your balance, it's how all those things are integrated. It's the only place I know of that, instead of just saying this is the new you, deal with it, it's the only place that actually does not accept that as the answer and says we can do better. So if you're on the fence, just do it, you won't regret it.